Welcome, this is Listen.
Teacher Chatter.
This is Robin.
And Jill. And we have our special with our Ozark School Board candidates. And today we have Joey Mills with us. So thank you for coming out.
No, thanks for inviting me out.
Yeah, so we have decided that the reason we wanted to do this is because we have a platform that we can inform people. And so we want to give our candidates an opportunity to share why the reason they're running, why they want to do it, and also give our listeners a chance to hear your heart and hear what you want to do for the school board. And so we appreciate you giving your time and coming and just sharing a little bit with us. And so we're going to jump right in.
So just tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, current or past jobs or roles. And
Yeah, okay. So when I graduated from Ozark in 96 with Sean, I was a 13-year senior, so I've been here the whole time. My wife graduated from Ozark. We moved to Springfield to do MSU, that sort of thing. And then when it came time to start a family, it was, where do we go? And for many people and for us, the main decision-making factor was, where are the best schools at? And so that's why we moved back to Ozark, not because we were graduated from here, but because we knew, like so many others, that this is like the hotbed for quality public education. And so we wanted to raise our family here, which we're doing. I've got a senior that'll graduate in the spring, and our youngest is in 8th grade, so she'll be moving to the high school, and then we've got one in the middle. So we've been very, very happy that we made the decision. Yeah. Did I miss? What else? Jobs. So when we had our youngest, my wife was starting her career. And so I had worked while she'd gone to school. And then when she was starting her career, we looked at it and we're like, wow, there is, you're going to make like 5 times what the best year we ever made was. And at the same time, our youngest, he is on the autism spectrum. And so he was kind of struggling that whole transitioning into public, like he did Tiger Paw, which was helpful because that's kind of where they were put us on the right path to get a diagnosis. And then moving into kindergarten, and his first couple of years were pretty rough, as you'll remember.
I got to have that sweet boy.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
So we decided then, why don't you stay home and get him taken care of? We got the baby, we've got the one in the middle who's got other health issues going on as well. So it's like, why don't you just be the person that's kind of the safety net that floats around and does wherever the kids need to be, get them there on time, that kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing since 2009. In that time, I've written for a couple different websites, doing podcasts and stuff as well. Currently, I am employed by the school district. I have, in the fall, whenever the kids were coming home, like, wow, we had 1 sub in our wing today. They're like, we could really use some subs. And then talking to some teachers, it's like, we could really use some subs. So I went through the whole certification through the state. So as of end of December, 1st of January, I've been available to sub. I did a few, but I wish I could have done more. We've had some health things going on outside the immediate family. But again, the safety net gets to go over here and do this now. So, but I'm hoping after we get past spring break and things calm down, I'll be able to be in the classroom more, and hopefully we'll be past whatever the whole upper respiratory virus thing was, so the'll be less needs. I would rather not be there. I would rather you guys be in the classrooms with them. But
we also appreciate
we love a good sub, so we appreciate that. Definitely. What is something unique to you, your skills or your experience, that you would bring to the school board?
Well, I think the biggest piece of that is having been in a classroom. I don't know. I don't know all of the other 5 candidates. I don't know what their backgrounds and experiences are, but I don't know that any of them have actually spent time in a classroom as a teacher or as a substitute. So I think that's an important perspective to bring to the school board, because it can be, at a high level, looking down, kind of seeing the forest, but not necessarily knowing what the trees are, kind of thing. Somebody who's been in the trees and gets to look at the forest from that higher perspective. I think it's a good balance to have. And again, I think that's I think unique to the existing school board that we have. I don't think anybody was an educator or even a sub. And then just knowing what the school board does. There are some misconceptions. Some people are, I want to change this. And it's like, well, great. You need to run for state representative, not school board, because there are laws here, and this group is changing the things that you're really passionate about, not this group. So just being involved, knowing that, of course, having volunteered, PTA, watchdogs, band boosters, care to learn, all of that stuff. So once our youngest got into school, I'd spent a lot of time in and around the district doing different things anyway. So, helping pass out flyers for bond issues, door to door at people's houses, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like having been here and been a part of the district in different ways, seeing how different things work at different levels. I think that's an important voice to have on the school board.
Yeah, I appreciate that. What made you decide to run for school board?
A few things. Number one, there were going to be 3 open seats because none of the incumbents were running. So that there's no incumbency bias. So people aren't voting for somebody who's been doing it for a while. It's like it's a fresh start for everybody. And with 6 people running, I mean, it's kind of a coin flip chance, right? You got a 50-50 chance of either being voted in or not. So just statistically, the numbers made sense. But knowing where we're at in the school district and where we're at in the greater discussion of public education at the state level, at the federal level, again, having been involved with that, I felt like it's time to, okay, let's move to that next step, which is running for the school board and getting really into the weeds with some of the, the advocacy, the legislative process, all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah.
What do you think the district is doing well?
I think that the district is doing a good job of leading in innovation with the OIC and all the opportunities that students have to walk away with something that they can take to their post-secondary life, whatever that is. Like they're certified mechanics, or they've had the quality college prep type stuff, whatever it is. If they want to go into nursing, if they want to go into food, they've got so many things that they can do now that we didn't have when we didn't have 2 or 3 years ago even. So just being able to kind of touch and feel and experiment with things before they have to either start paying for college or before they walk away and say, I don't necessarily want to go to college. I want to go to the military because I love JROTC. I want to go to whatever culinary school because I really enjoyed that. I think we're doing a good job of really having our students graduate with something other than just a diploma.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Definitely.
Where do you think there could be improvements?
I think the exact same thing. I think if you just focus on what's going on at the OIC and at the high school, you take your eye off the ball of what the needs are throughout the rest of the district. And I feel like some of that's taken place. And so I just want to make sure that yes, we want to do this. And this is the new shiny toy that we're all playing with. But let's not neglect all the things that go into putting a student in high school, putting a student in a position to know what academy they want to be a part of. Let's make sure that we don't miss, because we do well. We renovated Tiger Paw. We've done well with the OIC. So like there's the bookends. What are we doing in the middle to make sure that those kids are getting the education they need to succeed when they get to that point?
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anything else that you want people to know about you, or anything that I know it's not on the page, but we want to give you the opportunity if there's anything else that you wanted to share.
I think that people should learn who the candidates are, learn what their positions are, and vote for the person who you feel like makes the most sense. The 3 people you feel like make the most sense to be on the school board. Do they understand what the job of a school board is? What the direction they want to take public education, does that align with my values? And people should just vote for who they want to vote for, who they feel like is going to make the most positive impact for our staff, for our administration, for our students, for the community as a whole. And just go vote. And if you vote for me, thank you. I appreciate it. If you don't vote for me and you voted for 3 other people, great. Vote for the people you think are going to do the best job.
Great. We appreciate it very much, Joey. Thanks for coming in and
thanks for having me.
We appreciate it.
And this is Listen,
Teacher Chatter.
This is Robin.
And Jill.